shit. Oh shit. You guys see that? Did you see that? Hey, what's good guys? It's your boy Dizo, Shades and Souls, and today we're going to do the real review on the Nike Adapt E.A.R.L BBs. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right there down below. If it's your first time here, when I say real review, I'm talking about me being a real consumer, buying my own shoes with my own money, telling you guys the real deal about the shoes themselves, if the shoe is even worth it, if the shoe performs, and overall if I like the shoe as a consumer. If you've seen my previous videos, I always put shoes in the background that's related to the shoe, and the reason why I do have Kobe's in my background is because this shoe performs like a Kobe with some minor differences. Let's start off with the traction. The traction has some circular pattern and some straight lines. So Nike is actually calling it concentric circles. Okay? More importantly, did these concentric circles work? They actually did. Unlike the $200 shoes right here, this $350 shoes traction actually works. I'm not saying those didn't work, I'm just saying those chafe off quicker than these guys do. These guys are still soft, but these are gonna last you even longer than those would. The traction on the BBs actually cover you from all directions, so nothing to worry about the traction. The midsole portion of the shoe, the only cushion you have on this shoe is this white rubber right here. Now what is that white rubber? It's all Cushlon. Now did the midsole rubber work, or did the cushion for this shoe work? Yes, it did. In fact, it's actually implemented really well that I actually learned to love Cushlon in itself. When you get the shoe for the first time and play with it for the first time, you thought it was soft. Wait till it breaks in, it becomes even softer. Not only that, it's also pretty bouncy. Let's go to the upper of the shoe. As I've told you guys in the unboxing video or the shoe review, which the link is down below. So the upper is constructed with a mesh. They're saying it's an independent tongue, but for me it feels like a one-piece booty because of that mesh. So there is no way for you to move that. So the upper is kind of tight, alright? Tight in a good way and for good reason. The reason why I say that is because over time after using it, the upper material breaks in. So even if you put the shoe in and you make it really tight using the lacing system, I'm not saying loses its grip, but same as you would in traditional lacing system, it's gonna loosen up over time. Saying that during the course of the game or during the duration while you're playing in it, it's gonna eventually loosen up slowly, bit by bit. But you don't have nothing to worry about because you have auto lacing. Especially if you have sync this to your phone, it adjusts to your foot right away. It's gonna tighten it up automatically. But let's say you don't use the app like I do. I just don't use my phone when I'm playing. I use the buttons, tighten it up. Simple. Does loosen up during the course of the game, but it's not an issue. You still tighten it up all together really quick. Things that I love about the shoe. The traction was really good. The bad thing about it is if there's dust or dust clogs in it, I'm not saying you're gonna slip, it's just not as effective. Also, one more thing I love was the cushion. Cushion was really good. Cushion was really bouncy. Cushion was really soft. I do not have any complaints of the cushion. However, in the midsection area, right where the midsole and the upper meet, which is right here, first couple of days it did hurt my right side and left side of the foot in this area, which is like the knuckle portion of your pinky. Not right here, not like the Jordan 11s, but right here. So that part hurts, and it's gonna take you so long to get rid of that. If you don't hurt that portion, good for you. One bad thing also about the midsole is that your foot literally sits up here. So wherever that line is, That's where your foot sits, and that's, I think, one main difference between Nike Adapt shoes and the Kobe's, because the Kobe's, you really sit really low. You're a low profile dude, or your feet really sits low in that shoe. But for these ones, you thought you'd be sitting here, you're actually sitting right here, man. So if timing is a big thing for you, which for me it is, it's gonna mess up just a tiny portion of your timing, but it's nothing like you cannot get used to. Like, you can get used to that really quick. Just use this shoe over and over again and it's not gonna be a problem. And like I said in my shoe review, which again the link is down below, you can't talk about this shoe just performance wise without talking about the tech. For a $350 shoe, I told this to my buddy earlier today, if you're gonna pay for $200 for a premium shoe, the performance is up to par with a $200 shoe. Like, the performance is there. The reason why you're paying an extra $150 to me for this shoe is because of the tech. You have a motor, you have a self-lacing, and you have a charger, which, by the way, charges cell phones and any other wireless device you have. You have a charger, you have an auto lacing shoe with a freaking motor in it. Guess what? You're gonna have to pay top dollar. Now, is it worth it? I don't know, it depends. But for this shoe to come out first of its kind as a basketball shoe, I'm not saying the price is worth it. Buy it in itself is a collector's item. And for it to work, the first iteration that they did it, that's the reason why I allowed myself to drop $350 on a basketball shoe. So I wanted to have something different. I wanted to have innovation. So I had to pay for it. Now, question is, are you guys willing to pay for it? But like I said, the shoe works. I already discussed to you things I like about the traction, things I loved about the cushion. And now for the upper, the thing I love about it most is that I have already expected that eventually it's gonna loosen up. The tightness that it brings the first time, like, it takes longer for it to tighten out. Say for example, I just press this and hold it for 5 seconds. The first time I got it, that would be too tight on me. The 5 seconds maybe nowadays would just be like normal tightness, but it is what it is. That's what you need to expect, and that's why you have batteries in there for you to last as much as it needs to last for you to tighten it. Is the lacing system effective? To me, yes, it was. So I guarantee you it's gonna work for you as well. I did go true to size on this one. I'm an 8.5. I did an 8.5. I could have gone a 9 and then prevent that whole shit that's right here, but it was too risky for me to go half size up, because what if the shoe was really longer? I'd rather risk myself going my true to size, having the chance of it narrowed down, which is like this one, and then maybe after breaking it in, it'll work for me. Not saying I got rid of the pain entirely, it's still there, but it is what it is. I settle for it because my foot is right here on the top. That's basically it for my performance review and my real review. The shoe works, traction midsole upper. The device works, the motor, the auto lacing, the app, the charger, where you can also charge your other electronic wireless devices. $350, yes, it's kind of the higher echelon of stuff, or higher echelon of electronic devices, but it is what it is. First of its kind, it works. I'm done with it. Time to go to the next. Probably be reviewing this one, but that's gonna take a while as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.